Therapy is officially in session. Welcome back to Scouts and Rap. This is episode 14.
You know, it all started when 15. I was born. I just feel like I'm just a big piece of shit, but like white.
A big white piece of shit. Like dog shit?
A big albino piece of shit. Yeah. You know, like those doctors that go bad in the sun and they turn white?
They turn all white, yeah.
Yes,
that's you?
Exactly like that.
The one that Will Ferrell had a lick?
What the fuck?
You never seen that?
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
What?
We never watched that, bro.
Oh,
Remember this? Come on, man.
Fuck. Y'all missing out. But
anyways, hello.
This is episode 15.
15.
15.
Yes,
damn, 15 episodes already. We have, I think, like, over 20 to 25 hours of podcast if you haven't listened to any of that. So go listen to it.
Oh, baby.
Put everybody on. Your therapist included.
Your man. Your mommy, your daddy. Your bald headed granny.
Everybody need to be put on. Your doctor, your
cat, your dog. I mean,
everybody. Your dentist. You feel me? Everybody need to know about the skeleton rap.
Yes, sir.
You feel me? And if they don't want to, force it on them.
Oh, baby.
You feel me?
Forcibly make them listen to it, and then
tie them up, put it on the TV.
Yes, sir.
Just like
fun for the whole family.
Yeah, just keep
Show your girl, and if she says no, threaten to break up with her.
Oh, baby.
You heard it here first, folks.
Emotionally manipulate all of your friends.
Everybody
to listen to the Scouts and Rap.
Yes. So, yeah. Cool. Well, we're in this bitch. This motherfucker forgot to ask questions once again.
Sorry.
One job.
I do got one fucking job. Well, that and the social media shit.
That's all good. That's all good.
Yeah, fuck it. I mean, I don't be doing the thumbnails till like a good couple days
after. Motherfucker, I have to wait for you to do that.
I know.
He's the reason the fucking episodes don't upload on YouTube. Just letting y'all know. Because we need that shit for the upload.
And you're the reason we don't got questions on this show.
Okay, so here's the thing though. Like, we don't need the questions. We can come up with topics.
Yeah.
I'm not like holding back the filming of the episode.
No, but you're the reason we haven't blown up yet, bro. You literally have all the socials. You're in charge of making us blow up, bro.
I mean,
lacking.
Sorry.
I
need to learn the algorithms.
Yes, sir.
Well,
speaking of fucking high tech shit, on here I've written flying cars.
Whoa, we're jumping right into it.
I mean, what the fuck are we gonna talk about? We don't got questions.
Sorry, I mean.
But I was bringing this up because I heard. Because you know how that's like the big ass thing. It's like, you travel to the future and whoa, it's flying cars. Like, wasn't that the shit in Back to the Future, maybe?
Yeah.
They pull up to 2020 or something and then we have flying cars, but it's a fucking no-go. And I found out that apparently that shit has been possible for like a long ass time.
Yeah.
And it's just, it can't get any steam because people are like, yeah, bro, we're going to make flying cars and shit. And everyone's like, oh, yeah, for sure, I'm down as fuck. But then they're like, oh, to get a flying car, you'll probably need like a pilot's license. Yeah. And like you'll have to do that shit for like 6 months.
Yeah.
And like recurring shits. And they're like, never mind.
Yeah, no. But it has been possible. Yeah, because it's like cars that straight up like convert
just
into
take off, and shit like that.
Airplanes.
That's just fucking crazy.
You'll see
shit, like, I don't even blame them because like motherfuckers don't even know how to drive on the fucking ground. Imagine the sky.
That shit is true, yeah.
Adding a fucking third plane for fucking recklessness, for real.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Kamikaze people, for real.
Fucking run out of gas in midair.
Yeah.
Fucking bozo.
I mean, it's because on the ground, like, motherfuckers are idiots. I feel like if anything, like, you're talking about having certificates and qualifications. Well,
yeah,
that's a good, like. You feel
me? This thing is good, but that's why it's not like
why it's more widespread.
Yeah, because like people try to make it a thing, and they're like, "Oh, you're gonna need like a pilot's license."
It's like, I'm good.
And they're like, never mind.
yeah. Don't put that shit into anybody's hands that don't like.
Especially Nissan Altima drivers. You know who you are. God fucking damn it! I don't want you on the roads, let alone the fucking sky. All right.
I mean, don't put that in los barrios, in the projects. Don't put that. In the suburbs, don't put that anywhere, bro.
I mean,
just keep that strictly to whoever the fuck,
That shit would be dope. Like, there has to be some billionaire out there that's like, man, fuck it, I'll make myself a flying car.
I mean,
but I feel like no, because they're probably gonna have to get like a bunch of permissions with that shit.
Yeah,
like, the
probably.
registration is gonna be fucked. Then they have to fuck around and register it twice as a fucking plane and a car.
Damn.
Imagine how I pay insurance for a plane and a car on the same fucking
on the
whip.
same fucking whip. Goddamn, that's a progressive shit.
Yeah, it's because they don't have
Yeah.
like no like check for the flying car. So like yeah, you're kind of fucked.
Imagine like the gangs get a hold of that shit, and instead of just doing drive-bys, they start carpet bombing people. just,
Fuck.
Fuck it.
they just start carpet bombing the fucking
Yeah.
the whole neighborhood.
I'm saying, well, shit, fuck all that. That's what I'm saying. You can't give that shit to nobody.
I mean,
Yes, sir. It's fucking crazy.
I wouldn't even want to take that motherfucker. I feel like I'd do
I
some
don't think
stupid
that-
shit.
Yeah, I'd do some
Like-
dumbass shit with that. Yeah,
I would do some dumb.
I'd probably
stupid ass
like
shit.
try to do tricks in that bitch and then die.
Just die.
Oh, and
Just
then that's
die.
another thing I was gonna say. Like, even if that shit took off, then you would have motherfuckers like Gustavo running around with no fucking license.
Yeah, no fucking
crashing
license.
and dying. A la verga.
Yeah, on me.
Because there ain't no like forgivable like, oh, here's a ticket, like it's death.
Yeah.
There's no side swipes or nothing. Like, you dying.
You could barely
Side
trust me on
swipe
the
in the air
road.
is
Nah,
death,
imagine in the sky. It's
Yeah,
fucked up.
you hear this motherfucker? You can barely trust him on the road, let alone the sky.
Saying,
Yeah,
bro.
no.
Yeah,
Mm-mm.
that could go. That could be said about a bunch of motherfuckers. For
Yeah.
For sure.
So yeah.
Especially Gustavo motherfuckers.
Yeah, especially
Number
me.
one menace.
No,
I mean,
Damn, I was gonna say some other shit about it, but I completely fucking forgot.
About
God,
flank card.
motherfucking damn.
God, motherfucking dude.
God, motherfucking
I feel like motherfuckers would like put like weapons on that hoe. Like
Yeah.
you were saying, but like, you know, imagine
Yeah.
having like a turret on that motherfucker. Some shit.
that shit would be fucking dope.
It's like
Actually, I never really thought about that because, like, yeah, we have cars that like have 1,000 horsepower, but we can't get cars that fly. Like,
Exactly, because
Didn't
nobody
really
wants a
make any
pilot's
sense.
license. But
oh, yeah.
one thing that would be cool though is if they did that shit for bus drivers, make like, because isn't there like a company called like Airbus
Yeah.
or some
I don't
shit?
know,
But
I
they
think-
make like planes, but like make an actual Airbus, like a
Yeah.
bus that like goes around and just fucking takes off. The battle bus.
I mean, nah, but like,
Good,
or,
bro, 'cause-
have you ever seen like Sky High?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
Sky High.
Where he's just
yeah.
like,
And
he's like,
because
hop
then
on the
it's like-
board.
Yeah, because then it's like not everyone has to get a fucking pilot's license,
They just have
but
to
it's
be
like
on.
still accessible, and it'll probably be
Yeah.
a better means of fucking transportation.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah, but
lucky.
imagine if it's like right now how the bus is. So like,
It'll be shitty in 2 years, less.
so like, imagine
Just
you on
like-
the bus and like you have all this commotion in the back.
Oh,
You reach cruising altitude and just
Yeah. Or like worse would be like the motherfuckers on that, you know?
yeah,
Like you'd be on that bitch and you just like have a fucking squabble going on, you know? Like
Yeah.
you hear
Come
New
to
York
make an
subways
emergency
would-
landing, throw someone out.
oh god, some homeless dude pissing on the bus.
Hell
Fuck
no.
You know?
no.
Someone took a fat ass fart. Not like you can roll down the window or something.
I mean, you can, but like,
You gonna kill
1,000 feet
them.
up in the air, yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna kill people with that shit.
Oh, man.
So that's what I'm saying.
Buses be a fucking nuisance, bro. Especially them school buses. Son of a.
Oh yeah. for
When they be
sure.
stopping and they have the shit that like stops,
Yeah.
because it tells you it's like, oh, if the little sign is out, you have to stop.
Oh yeah.
So it's
Oh, you're
like-
talking about like driving? I thought you're being inside a bus.
No, I'm talking about when you're just driving on the road and like they'll just stop, and then you gotta like go around them. Or school buses when they stop to drop off
Yeah,
kids or
they,
pick up
like,
And
kids.
you
pull out a
can't.
sign.
Yeah,
You
and
can't fucking move
I actually
'cause
did
they
that
pull
shit
out a
one
sign.
time.
Yeah, me too.
It was at Alpha. It was so Alpha is this fucking building for our school where like all the sports people went to like practice and shit. And so there's a bus that goes there, and I fucking somehow managed to get in later than the fucking bus. But it was there, and it was stopped, and they had the sign out. But I was like, that just means they stopped, because everyone was going straight into the building. No one was going around. And I was like, man, I just need to park. So I went around and I parked. And I was with Ali at the time, and I was like, oh, like we were talking, like saying our goodbyes and shit. And then like the fucking bus pulls up next to me into the next fucking parking spot.
No
And the
fucking
bitch
way.
opens the door and she's like, hey, you. And she's like yelling at me. And I'm like, and I was like, yo, what the fuck? And I'm like, yo. And I turned and I rolled down the window. She's like, you're not supposed to drive around. It says stop. You gotta stop and this shit and that shit. And I'm like, okay.
Okay, motherfucker.
Like,
Like,
cool. Like, all right, you got it.
I'll make sure to think about you next time I break the law. You know what I mean?
And she was like fucking mad at me. And I was like, bro, like, que pedo? Like, everyone was
Yeah.
going into that fucking building anyways. I was like,
You just happen to be the
Shut your
motherfucker she
stupid ass
caught.
up. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, really
So I
bad.
was like, God damn it.
Yeah, that's that bullshit.
Yeah.
It is some fucking bullshit.
Talking about the bus and shit. The bus is like,
That's a
it's so
different
funny.
place.
So like, I have a Walmart right next to my crib, and so like
Yeah.
I'll go to Walmart pretty frequently, and like there's a bus that always goes around there, and it comes to a halt, and bro, it's just like, and then and it was just like fucking. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with like the fucking suspension on them hoes, but something wrong with them.
No, it's like they need a special like brake system or something because like the weight or some shit.
Oh well, yeah, it makes sense.
'Cause
But
it's
like
the same shit for like flatbeds. All like
well, yeah, but like it's because like no, I'm not talking about that. That's the brake. I'm talking about the suspension. It'll like be bouncing.
no, but that's what I'm saying. Like in the flatbeds, they have some shit like that. Like I'll load it, and it'll be like
Oh,
it'll
really?
be, yeah, and then I fuck up like the placement on it, so I'll lift up the big ass chassis
And
again
it'll
to
go
like
like-
move it, and like it'll be like it'll inflate again. I'm like, what the
You got
fuck?
bags for
Oh
real.
god!
Maybe, but like
But it's like all automatic. I'm like, oh, these shit. It's crazy.
yeah, but it's not just the bus. It's like the people on the bus and also the bus driver. So like the bus driver will pull up and she'll be like, "Dee, dee, dee." It's like, hey, you, hurry up. And he's like, huh? Oh, okay. All right. And it's like, they'll hurry onto the bus. And then like, some dude will be like, hey, hold up. He's like,
Oh,
Nah,
man.
we going.
Yeah, we going. Yeah,
30 seconds if you ain't on this host.
Yeah, straight the
Yeah.
fuck up. And they're very like there's no in between. They're either very harsh with the fucking bus fare or not at all. They don't give a
God.
shit.
Yeah.
They're just like, get the fuck on here. That ain't none of my problem. Or they're like, you don't
Get
got
the
it?
fuck out
Get
of
the
here.
fuck off.
Yeah.
Right now. I'm not gonna fuck with you for the free. But like
You got a bus fare? I need the bus fare.
I know, yeah.
Wait, how much is the bus fare?
I have no idea.
Motherfucker, you're asking the wrong
Asking the
people.
wrong people, yeah.
Yeah. I haven't taken the bus in like since middle school.
Shit, with these guys' prices, I might have to.
Yeah,
God damn.
just start walking everywhere. Fuck it, yeah, oh god. But all right.
Yeah, right here you have written gunshot dream.
Yes. Before we continue on with that topic, I'm with the predatory, investigation unit, Gustavo. So, is this your picture right here? Is that you?
Bitch. That's what he added. This is
It's a fucking binder, and all this is bitch.
It's
This
just
is-
bitch and
this is what the
uppercase.
important document was that you're talking about.
This is a
Yeah,
this
for
is
those of
important-
you listening on audio, Kevin's dressed as
Chris Hansen.
That's
Chris Hansen,
Anything
a
you like,
therapist,
yeah.
whatever you like, just a black suit, glasses.
I know. I mean business.
You're gonna have to check out the YouTube for
Business.
this one.
Yeah, for sure.
You look like you're going to a funeral. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Well, you can eat my dick. So.
Hell no.
But
I'll be
anyway,
looking like Dr. Morbius in this video.
I mean, I'm Chris Hansen. I'm here to fucking stop you from fucking with a 14-year-old. But anyways, gunshot dream. So yesterday,
Yeah.
babe, yesterday or the day before? The day before now. Okay, so the day before, my mom was like very sick, bro. Like, I think she just had the flu or some shit. But she got like really sick, like dead sick. And it's like she started feeling like absolute shit, and like, it was one of those times where like she was like, "Damn, bro, like take me to the hospital," type shit, you know.
Yeah.
So we took her. I woke up like 1:30 or some shit. I didn't go back to sleep till 4:30. She's all good, but I went back to sleep, and I had a dream, like another one of those vivid ass dreams, like the Inception one,
Yeah.
almost. But like this shit was crazy. So it was like it was like a war or some shit. You feel me? And so like I remember I lived a lifestyle. I remember holding a gun, shooting a gun, killing motherfuckers, just looking at them and their bodies and shit. You feel me?
Yeah.
And like just this whole like warfare type thing. And I think I was like, oh, I'll go ahead and scout ahead and like some motherfuckers, some of the enemy motherfuckers, there's some Mexican dudes. I don't know who the war was against or like what the fuck.
Mhm.
But anyways, I hid in like the most obvious spot. Like I don't know why I hid there, but like I just remembered. I don't know, but I just hid behind this trash can, and I wasn't even really hiding. I was just like,
Yeah.
like in a
Like
dream,
in a
yeah.
dream, yeah.
Yeah, like in a dream. And so they ended up seeing me, and bro, I got shot. Like, and bro, when I tell you I felt that shit, I felt that shit.
No
like, and I got
way.
shot multiple times, right? And like, I remember I also got shot like in the face.
What the fuck?
And I felt this
what the
whole
fuck?
shit, bro. This whole thing. I remember feeling like the blood coming down like my shit and like, the whole thing. And feeling like holes in my throughout my body.
Yeah.
And so these two Mexican dudes that had shot me, they just started chilling with me, right? And like they're just chilling right there next to
Oh,
me.
yeah, the final moments.
Yeah, I guess so. But like, they're just chilling there. They're like, damn. And like, I like closed
like,
my eyes
damn.
and I remember I was like, bro, like, I felt this feeling before, like, damn, like it's my time to go. And so I was like closing my eyes. I was like, bro, just take me, bro. Like I'm dead. I'm dying. Like take me. Keep in mind this is a fucking dream, but that was unbeknownst to me. Well, I don't know why, but one of the Mexican dudes had like lived in the U.S., but he was fighting against the U.S. And like I don't know, but like, he started talking to me and he was like, bro, it's nice. The U.S. is nice. Like it's pretty peaceful and like this and that. And I was like, oh, word. It's like, yeah.
You're dying.
Yeah, as I'm dying.
Word, for sure.
Yeah. Word. But, I'm in a dream and shit. So I was just like, yeah, bro, for real. And well, I kept like closing my eyes. And I was like, bro, like, am I dying or am I? I'm like, am I dying or am I not dying? But like I said, I felt this whole like shit going on. Like, bro, it was fucking crazy. Well, they ended up getting fucking killed, right? And like they ended up saving my ass. And so like, I remember like they bandaged my whole shit up, and I was gonna be saved, but like, I remember being carried by two motherfuckers, and like I guess the war was over or some shit. But it was like this whole like, you know how they be using like gyms, like gymnasiums for like
to like host people and shit.
Yeah. But like, it's like like. That's where they're hosting the people, and that's where like the families were to like go and pick them up or when fucking up. So I saw a bunch of our like people from our school, like just like
shit, just laid out.
Nah, they weren't laid out. Like they were just kind of like bruised up, like maybe a little bit of blood. I was like the worst one there. I was like had gotten shot up and shit.
Fuck.
Wait, did you feel the pain for the gunshots or no?
I did, bro. I felt that whole shit. I'm telling you, bro. Like I felt the whole thing, and so
what did it feel like?
It felt it didn't feel
shot,
like,
bro.
I mean, it felt like being shot. No, actually, it didn't feel like pain, but I felt like the bullets passed through and shit, and like the whole time I was laid out there, like with those Mexican dudes just chilling there, like I was just like, damn, bro, like thank God that I'm not feeling the pain right now. Like I was just like, fuck, maybe my head is doing some shit, because you know how they say that like when you're like bleeding out and whatnot, or not bleeding out, but like when you're dying, like you're it's like it makes you feel the pain less. But I just felt the whole shit though, like I could feel the holes and whatnot in my face and whatnot. And I remember I was getting carried in, and I just saw like motherfuckers from our school, boys and girls, and they sat me down in some part, like some little bench and shit. There was some other motherfuckers. And I was just thinking to myself, I was like, damn, bro, like I'm never gonna look the same again. Like I was feeling
got holes in my shit.
Yeah, like I was feeling myself. Like I was feeling my fucking face and whatnot. I was like, holy shit, like I got shit here, like and so I was like, fuck. Like I'm never gonna feel the same. And I remember my dad like passed through. Like it was like a room almost, and he walked past the room, and then he like came back and he was like, oh shit. And I remember like hugging, like we hugged each other and shit, started crying, and like boom, woke up, bro. And it took me a moment. I went and took a piss, and I was like, whoa, like what the fuck? I'm about to graze over this shit. Like I remember I texted my girlfriend. I was like, bro, I need to talk to somebody about this shit, because I was like, bro, I lived a fucking lifetime like through my dream, like I'm bro, that shit was like almost traumatizing, like in a way, because I was like, holy fuck. It was fucking crazy. Like thankfully, like it wasn't real, but like I can only imagine it was real, like how much more traumatizing it was. It was just traumatizing for the moment, I was like, bro, I need to tell somebody. And I don't know about traumatizing, but it was just like a shocker, it really like shocked me to the core. And I like woke up and I was like, what the fuck, bro? Like I felt that shit. I felt like I want to say like euphoria, like the euphoric feeling of like, dying, but I don't know if that's the correct way to say it. Like, something like that, right? Bro.
Damn.
I was fucking baffled.
Homie pulled y'all seen Rick and Morty, right? Y'all remember how they had that headset? It's like an arcade game, and you like live your whole fucking life.
Yeah.
And then you just wake up the next second.
Yeah,
something like that.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was.
Apparently, they're like trying to make that shit for prisoners. Like motherfuckers that do like ultra heinous crimes for them to like serve like 1,000 years of prison in like a couple seconds or like hours.
No fucking way.
Damn.
And then someone like reposted it, and they were like, And it was like a fucking Family Guy meme. It was like, yes, man-made horrors beyond my creation.
yeah. Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. But yeah, bro, I was like, holy
That's just crazy.
fuck.
There was a fucking Black Mirror episode like that.
Really?
Yeah, but it was like, that shit was crazy because the episode goes like, it's this guy and he's living like in Alaska or some shit or some like place really cold, and he's living with some other dude. And like shit's going down and you're like, what the fuck is this, right?
Yeah.
And then they like get to talking, and then like he tells him some shit, like he confesses something to him that he like did, and then the guy's like, oh word, I got your ass. And he's like, what the fuck? And like it all falls through, and he's like, he was being fucking like interrogated. They were like holding him,
No fucking
and like
way.
they put him into like a Matrix type shit, and they put an investigator in there with him to like get the story out of him.
Shit.
Yeah,
Almost like
and
Rick
then-
and Morty.
Yeah,
Have you seen that episode where they're like, he's like in the fucking brain analyzer and shit?
Yeah, something like
And they're
that.
like trying to get some recipe out of him.
Yeah, and then I don't know if it was the same episode. It might have been, but it was like, because it was like everyone had like that brain chip that like fucked with you, and so like his punishment, like he went to jail or something, but then when he got out, he had to be like registered sex offender. That's what it is.
Okay.
And so like for other people, like everyone has this chip, so like for other people, he would show up as a red blob. And so like nobody could see him, and like he would just try to go around their business and be like, oh fuck no, like
Yeah.
you know. And I was like, yo,
That's pretty fucking crazy.
that shit is crazy.
What the fuck?
That's a new Neuralink pack for real.
Man.
I'm good on Neuralink because that's what it's gonna make me feel, bro.
Good
Cause
on
dog,
that
I'm
shit.
telling you, when I woke up, it shaved like 10 years off my life from the stress, dog, of war. I was like, I'm telling you, bro, I lived a fucking life, you know, of war, and then I woke up and I was like, bro, what the fuck? I was
Wait,
like,
so
yo.
you-
It's the
wasn't
drums
just-
of war beating in the back.
So it wasn't
baby.
just like that little instant. It was like you.
No, okay,
were
so
in-
that was like so it was like half and half. So it was a good ass minute of me just being there dying with these
Yeah.
fucking Mexican dudes, like, and I don't know why, but like, yeah, it was just me there for like a fat ass second, and like, the other half was like me dead ass like shooting and killing like motherfuckers, you know, like
Was that shit cool?
it was pretty cool. I
I
mean, it was,
shit like Call of Duty, bro. Was
I'm
KD
asking-
crazy?
it was. I mean,
I'm
I
asking-
ain't even gonna hold you.
For real?
It was.
I'm asking just in case, you know.
This motherfucker. Nah, I mean, it wasn't anything nice. I ain't, you know, I didn't think
Glorifying
of it.
war.
I didn't think about it like too much at the moment because you know this is a dream. But like in the moment of like shooting and killing motherfuckers, I was just like, I'm just doing my duty.
Oh,
But
baby.
like after the fact, when I was like on death's fucking door, I was just like, damn. I was
Like,
killing
man, it ain't even
motherfuckers.
worth it, bro.
Yeah, I was like, I was killing motherfuckers, bro.
Damn.
Damn. Well,
You
yeah.
know what I'm thinking with that like machine or like chip that makes you like do that shit,
Yeah.
right? Like let's say like live a life in a couple seconds or like
Yeah.
an hour or shit. Like motherfuckers could like reach enlightenment with that shit.
Yeah.
You know, like just a couple minutes out of your day to like live a lifetime or some shit.
saying.
Like that shit's crazy. That's like
Yeah, that should.
reincarnation type shit.
Type shit.
You know?
And
So,
so
I don't know, that
like,
shit would be dope as hell. We need to get on that ASAP.
I mean, yo, if y'all know anybody that know about that shit,
Yo,
tell them
let's
Skeleton
get
Rap.
on this shit for real.
Tell them
Oh,
Skeleton
man.
Rats wants it. That'd be tight. I'm telling you, like, what if right now we're doing that shit? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What if right now we're living that lifetime and
Wasn't
we're
that
gonna,
like the whole fucking Logic shit, the waiting room fucking track on his
I
album?
think so. I don't remember.
Where he's like Neil
yeah.
deGrasse Tyson
Oh,
is like
yeah.
God, and he's like, "What am I doing here?" He's like, "Bro, I've been reincarnating you for like a billion
Yeah.
lifetimes and shit. Like, it's all you, motherfucker."
Yeah.
You know,
That's what's up. Shit. Well,
that shit would be dope though.
yeah. Right now we're playing Roy.
Yeah, Roy, one of the
Right now we're doing that shit.
that shit would be dope.
That's actually pretty crazy, you know, like, and so that brings me to like the next topic on there. I have the dream state, and so
Yeah.
like I was talking to my girlfriend about this shit because last night, as a matter of fact, once again, because it's very rare that I don't have dreams, bro.
Mhm.
But last night was pretty crazy once again, but nothing crazy like that one. I've only ever had 2 instances of like living a lifestyle like that,
Yeah.
and that was like the Inception dream, like the dream inside of a dream,
Yeah,
and that one. Like those two were the only instances of like me like being able to control like my actions, like maybe not the environment but my actions
yeah.
inside of it, yeah, and like or every action is what I should say. And I still decided to be like hide behind a trash can. Well, anyways, that's besides the point. So I had a dream that I was like I was hanging with Snoop, and it was like
No way.
it was like a Boys in the Hood type shit. You ever seen that movie?
No.
Nah.
Well, y'all know that one famous clip where it's like Ricky, and
Oh,
he gets
yeah,
fucking
yeah.
like shot. Well,
Oh,
anyways,
yeah,
that
yeah,
happened
yeah.
to Snoop. But you know, and I remember hiding between some cars, and like they was basically lighting the motherfucker up, or like the place up. I mean, like, cause it wasn't just me and Snoop, it was some other motherfuckers, man.
Yeah.
And so I like hid there for like a cool little second. Then I got out, and that whole thing like passed.
Huh.
Like, and now what my dream was is me and Eric Cortez were like, it was almost like we gone back in time.
Yeah.
Because we saw like our younger selves like in a group of like other people, and we're like, holy shit, is this like, you know, like the movie? Should we like, is it gonna fuck with the timeline if we going like talk to these motherfuckers like
Yeah.
type shit? And we're like, all right, fuck it. And we went to a convenience store and we were fucking around in the convenience store. And then that dream came to pass, and I had another part of a dream where I was Spider-Man, like dead ass, like
Hell yeah.
yeah, like I was dead ass Spider-Man, and I was like fucking saving people and shit, and I had like, and like there's a big reveal of the enemy, or like the main enemies,
Yeah.
and it was like a negative Spider-Man. You know how like
Yeah.
like Lee's like
Mr.
negative, yeah, Mr. Negative, but like a negative Spider-Man instead. Well, anyways, that came to pass as well, and
And another dream.
And another dream.
God damn it.
yeah, another dream came through, and it was like a last stand type shit, and I don't even know what the fuck we were fighting for.
Uh-huh.
But like we're fighting, and I was the last motherfucker, and like the dude right before, like there's two motherfuckers. It was me and this other dude, and he was like, "Bro, save yourself," and he like died, and he turned into a horse.
What the fuck?
Like no,
fuck?
like his spirit like was a horse or some shit, and I rode his spirit horse, and we fucking left. And then that dream passed, bro.
Another one.
Another
fucking
dream,
way.
bro.
God
Uh-huh.
damn it.
And well,
I gotta go with this man smoking for real.
Right. For
I'm
real.
not smoking anything, bro. I'm sober. I'm sober dober. But like, I'm just like, holy shit. And that dream got cut short, so I don't even really remember. But
Damn.
instead, so it made me think. I was like, bro, like I had 5 different dreams in like one, because like
yeah.
there wasn't no transition between them. The only one that
They
had
were
a
just
transition was the first and the second one, like from Snoop to Eric Cortez. You feel
Yeah.
me? So like, have you ever heard that like dreams are only like 8 seconds long?
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then like, so but they just feel a lot longer.
But yeah, your mind like
yeah,
What the
elongates
fuck?
it.
yeah,
For
yeah,
real?
yeah. Dreams
They
are only 8
you only
seconds.
dream in like one stage of sleep because your sleep comes in cycles, and when you hit REM sleep, which is rapid eye movement sleep, this is like where all your dreams happen, and it's only
Yeah.
like one part, and so it'll be like 8 seconds, and that's why sometimes you have more than one dream, or like a longer dream, because you hit the cycle more than once usually, like if
Yeah.
you get a good enough sleep.
And so what I was thinking is like, damn, I have like a very like active like mindset.
Imagination
Yeah.
type shit.
Oh well, yeah, that too. But I'm talking about like I have a very active like mental state while I sleep. You know, because like to have 5 different dreams from like as soon as I fall asleep
Yeah.
to like at towards the end, it's like, holy fuck, you know. So it makes me think, and it's very like rare that I don't have like, you know, dreams. But you know, they aren't like always like this. They're very like mild. This is like on the more extreme end of my
Yeah,
shit,
yeah.
but like it just makes me think. I'm like, holy shit. So it goes back to what we were talking about with that shit where you can live a lifetime
Yeah.
like inside of your dream, just because like, you know, 8 seconds, it's only 8 seconds in real time.
Yeah.
But like you're like doing a whole like shit like in your head and in your mind. So, you know, you ever hear like conspiracy motherfuckers are like, damn, like, you know, when you die you have like 10 minutes of brain activity where your
and you,
shit like replays
relive
your
all your shit.
replays your whole life, you know, and this can be it, or like
Man, I had that fucking revelation in elementary.
really?
Yeah, like I had heard something like that, and because I'm always fucking thinking, man. Like I'm
Yeah,
telling
yeah.
you, and so
It's
like,
hard not to, you know.
Yeah, and like I had heard that, and I was like, oh shit, you know, and then like I was on my way to school. No, I had been thinking about it, and then I was like, yo, like, because you know how that shit happens. I was like, what if like, because your dreams are only like a couple seconds. So
Yeah.
I was like, what if in those 10 minutes you really do like relive your whole
The
life.
whole life.
Like as people say, but like it's more vivid than people imagine. Like
Yeah.
you like live through every moment
Yeah.
again.
Yeah.
And so like I was walking with somebody, some friend of mine in like 5th or 6th grade, and I was like, yo, bro, like, so like I like explained to him that, and then I was like, what if we're just like living through that flashback right now and you don't even fucking know? And he was like, nah, bro, I don't think so. And I was like, man, fuck you. I was like, I gotta grow up, goddamn it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm saying,
But
yeah, because when you're, what's up?
I was gonna say, talking about like, you know how you said that you could live like a whole life in like 8 seconds or whatever.
Mm.
How fucking frightening would that be, bro? Like,
That's what I'm
that
telling
shit-
you, bro. Like,
that's why you could
that's
reach,
how
like,
jarring.
enlightenment or
Like,
some shit.
just so you can get like a grasp of how I feel when I fucking wake up through these shits, bro. Like, that's how it's jarring, bro. Cause like I'm telling you, like I'm not living like a whole lifetime, but like.
But like,
I
the
live
better part.
Yeah, I'm living like years or like, you know, weeks, months at a time, like in a fucking dream, and to wake up and be like, no, I'm not in the fucking war. No, I didn't just, you know, dome some motherfuckers,
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah.
because imagine like in your dream, like you have a family and everything like that, and like
And then you wake up.
then boom, you wake up and none of that
like
shit is.
mild schizophrenia.
Yeah.
You just keep it at nighttime.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
That
right.
shit would be fucking.
That'd be crazy.
That shit would be tough.
You'd be like, no.
Like the
No.
Spider-Man shit.
Yeah. Or like Batman, where like his parents like
yeah,
show up.
zip
yeah.
out.
Yeah.
I think there might be a movie about that shit.
Is
Oh,
it?
Now that I'm thinking about it, about the whole like.
I'm gonna
some
make
kid-
that movie.
Some guy that dreams and he has like a family and he wakes up and like shit is gone.
Mm.
I seen that somewhere. I don't know if it was a movie or what. It
Eddie
was.
Murphy?
I don't know. Eddie Murphy.
They heard that apparently they're rebooting Shrek. They're not rebooting it, but they're
No
making another
way.
one.
Yeah.
And they're trying to get Eddie Murphy as Donkey again.
They better.
Yes, sir.
They better.
Look, man.
It wouldn't be complete without him.
Nah, bro. I'm sorry. I'm a fucking beaner. They gotta bring back what's his name, Eugenio Derbez for the Spanish dub, for Donkey.
That's for
So-
the Spanish
Probably
dub,
do
though.
Yeah,
You'll probably do it.
That'd go hard,
yeah,
though.
they would, but not like I'm saying, like they have to, bro.
Nah, yeah, for sure.
But like, cause I watched them in Spanish first, and then I came here and I like rewatched them in English, and I was like, oh, haha, I guess.
Yeah.
You know, I was like, it's better in Spanish for sure.
You think
and
so?
then like everyone was like, oh, Eddie Murphy this, Eddie Murphy that, like he's Donkey. And I was like, what's the fucking hype? Like it wasn't that funny, bro. Eugenio Derbez is where it's at. Like I've always been like that.
Nah, I don't know, bro.
Even still to this day, matter of fact, and he made a TikTok. Eugenio Derbez, he went to DreamWorks, not DreamWorks.
Mhm.
What the fuck, Universal Studios, and they have like a frame where Donkey sits there, and like you can talk to him.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
And
yeah,
it's
I know
like
what
somebody
you're
doing a voice or some shit, and he pulls up and he's like, "Este güey no es para nada," or some stupid shit like that.
Watching
Like, does the
Shrek in
fucking
Spanish is
voice.
fucking like that shit go crazy.
That shit does go fucking crazy.
Like it goes crazy in two different ways. Like it's like literally fucking crazy. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And it's like, this shit, I'm gonna play with you.
Nah, that shit goes side as hell, bro. I'm telling you.
Nah,
A lot of Spanish dubs are actually like really good because they've been doing that shit for a while, like dubbing like old ass movies. Because I remember every time I would hop on the fucking buses to Mexico, they would always play some movies,
Oh, yeah.
and when we'd start getting closer to the border, they'd play them in Spanish.
what the fuck?
Yeah, so like it would play like some old ass fucking movie with like Tom Cruise or something like in English,
Yeah.
and then like you'd get to the border and like or close like southern Texas, and then it would play like something like that, but like in Spanish or some stupid shit. I remember there was one about like some fucking messenger guy in New York or some shit,
Mhm.
and like he had this thing where like he could like see everything and so like he could like weave in and out of like foot traffic and like regular traffic like seamlessly because he would like do these calculations or some shit, but it was in Spanish and I was like, what the fuck is going on here?
Yeah, I'm telling you it's a lot harder to understand. But like,
Nah, but that shit goes hard. And then supposedly a lot of people were watching modern animes in Spanish, and them bitches go crazy. And I'm like, they fucking better. They've been at this shit for like years, you
Yeah.
know? Like, so now I was telling Ali, I was like, because we watch them, and we usually try to watch them in the English dub,
yeah.
because she like likes that better. And I was like, look, because she always likes rewatching shows, and I'm like, if we rewatch an anime, we're watching it in the Spanish dub. Like,
I mean,
ain't no other way.
does she understand?
A little, but like we could put subtitles, and I was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
"You gonna learn?" Yeah,
Yeah,
you know,
I
and
know.
I'm gonna have the time of my fucking
Oh,
life.
Yeah, I mean, hey, yeah, hell yeah.
My fucking brother actually watched the Squid Games in Spanish.
No way.
Yeah,
Your little brother?
No, my older brother.
Oh, that's what I
Kevin.
was thinking, but I was like, maybe your little brother.
No.
Word.
But yeah, and he was telling me, he was like, what'd you watch it in? And I was like, the dub? Like, what the fuck? And he was like, word, yeah, me too. The Spanish one, though. And I was like, what the fuck? And then he was telling me about how some girl came over to his house, and he had it on, and she was like, oh my god, I didn't know you spoke Korean. He was
What
like,
the-
motherfucker, this is Spanish.
No
But
way.
yeah, he was the type of asshole to be like, oh yeah, for sure. Like, I studied abroad or some shit.
Yeah,
No
yeah, I can
way.
imagine.
Just like took the joke, and I was like, "You fucking foul."
Nah, I mean that's the right way to do it.
Oh, baby.
That's the right way. You know Korean well. Damn, my boy getting some.
Oh
Yeah,
baby,
yeah.
bitch,
I'm just
staring at me.
I
I'm
mean,
just-
is it
I'm
because
just
we're talking
listening
about
in.
getting some?
No, I'm just.
Something you know nothing
It's because
about?
I don't watch Shrek. I don't know, so I don't.
Nah,
Well,
I don't
yeah,
watch
you-
Shrek, yeah. I watched the second one, but I still don't even remember it that well. I'll
God,
be honest with you. All I know is that one lady pulled up to the palace in the plane or chariot, whatever, flying,
Mm-hmm.
and that's all I remember. Oh, and then they like raided the capital. I mean the castle. You
Oh,
remember that
yeah,
shit?
with that wench? Yeah.
with the big ass fucking gingerbread.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You go crazy.
El gato en botas.
El gato botas, yes
Oh, yeah,
sir.
yeah.
El gato en botas.
Lord.
I mean, I like his voice a lot in Spanish.
They're
Yeah.
all really good in
Are they?
Spanish, especially Donkey, because it's fucking Eugenio Derbez. He's like
That is true.
comedic legend in fucking Mexico, but
Yeah.
you know, but yeah, homie go crazy. Here, Gustavo, you have written the importance of hopping on with the boys.
Well,
Would you like to elaborate?
That shit was a joke because of yesterday. What
Nah.
happened?
You
but,
sending in topics, bro.
I
Elaborate.
mean,
bro.
you gotta elaborate now.
Well, it's important. So just hop on with your boys. That's all I got.
Why is it important, bro?
I don't know. Like,
What boys?
with your friends, obviously.
And why is it important?
Well, to have some fun. I don't know.
What are you hopping on?
Whatever you want to play.
Okay, since this motherfucker doesn't know how to tell a goddamn story, I'm gonna hijack his fucking shit. So, last night, they were like, "Yo, hop on," and I was like, "Nah," like, because I had some shit to do in the morning. So I was
Yeah.
like, "Nah, I'll be all right." And then, and I caved, and I was like, "Fuck it." And so I tell Allie, and I'm like, "Babe, I'm gonna hop on with the boys." And she's like, "No, like, you got something to do in the morning." And I was like, I'm sorry, I can't be your man. No. And I was like, nah, like, my bad. No, and she's like, no, you're not. And I was like, damn, all right. And so I'm like, nah, bro. But then, like, she was like, oh, go make me a tea. And I was like, all right, bet. Because she was, like, having trouble sleeping or some shit. And she was like, go make me, like, that one tea that, like, helps you sleep. And I was like, sure. And, like, I did that and washed the dishes. And then I was like, I rolled up on her, like, yo, the tea's ready. And she was dead asleep. And I was like, it's my time to shine.
Boy was scheming.
And so it was demon time, and so I hopped on, and we did not lose a single
We did
fucking
not lose a
match
single
in
match.
nothing. We were
In
playing.
anything. We played Ghost of Tsushima, yeah.
And we fucking cracked everything, and then we played
Apex.
Apex, and we were dogging on kids.
We had
dog.
a 3-win streak. It was 3 with you, but me and this motherfucker had 4.
Yeah,
Bro,
we were going
was-
crazy. And the thing is, after the third one, I was like, I might hop off. But I was like, no, like, I can't end this shit on a streak, you know?
Yeah.
And so we were playing that, like, 4th game, and then my TV just turns off. And I'm like, ooh, and I turn behind me. I'm like, ooh, what?
It was
Like,
like,
she's there just staring at me with the fucking
she was like,
controller
are
in
you
hand.
serious, my brother?
She's like, I told you not to fucking hop on. I'm like, ooh. And so I had to
She's
hop
like,
on. She's like,
yeah.
oh, but yeah. And I was like, God damn it.
Yeah, I know. We were playing and you just like stopped talking and then like your shit disconnected. I was like, damn, they got him.
Yeah, I got caught up.
I held hope out. I was like, maybe
Yeah,
it's,
me too. I
maybe
was
it's
like,
shit or
my
not.
internet do be shit.
Yeah, fucking shit in there. And we were like, oh, well, he could join back because like Apex
Yeah,
has this
Apex
thing where it
lets
keeps
you.
you in there.
Yeah.
But
Nah. He
They got my
took a
ass.
moment to text the group chat and he was like, nah.
Nah, he's like, I got caught up. Sorry,
I
guys.
got caught up, gentlemen.
But yeah,
And
nah,
we
I'm
almost
on my,
we like got pretty close to the win. It's just that I think we're like the top 5 squads or something
Yeah.
like that. And we ended up taking the L. And I was like, I was like,
Yeah.
I was just like, fuck it, all right, cool. You know, another time. And then he was like, all right, bro. Again, I was like, fuck no. I'm
Yeah,
hopping off.
he was
Oh,
like,
God.
fuck no, gotta end this shit off for real.
Yeah, I mean, then I fucked up some B-dub.
Damn, must be nice.
Oh,
But
yeah,
nah, I'm finna have to renegotiate my hours or some shit.
On
Cause,
me, bro. Oh,
'cause y'all only hop on at fucking
Yeah.
night, and I don't do that shit no more. Like,
well,
Yeah,
okay,
it makes
here's-
sense.
I was thinking about the question or the topic when you were talking about the story. But like low key, that shit is low key important for you to like have that time with your friends. You know, like it's kind of like a bonding time.
Yeah, but it's more like a health thing.
Like
it relieves some like
because like for us, like we don't really talk about like shit. You know, like shit going on in our lives. We don't really talk about it with anybody. You know, so like for me, I always use it like if me and Kevin hop on, I'll like tell him about like shit going on or whatever. You know, like it's always good to like get that shit out and like get a second opinion.
And I have to like put on like this whole fit for him.
I mean, that fit right there. He's wearing that shit on the PlayStation for
on 24/7.
I mean,
and boxers though.
But yeah, like it's it's a good time for you to like bond with your friends and shit like that, because especially once you get older, you don't really get time like that.
Oh, God.
You know, like when you're in school, you get out of school and like maybe you guys kick it or like make plans or do whatever, but like
out of school you don't have that time.
Yeah, out of school you don't have that time. Like you can't coordinate like a day to like, well, you can, right? But it's far and few in between of the time.
No, and it's like it's better. It's better in when you're in school and like still going through it, but like once you like get a job and shit.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like once you're like out of school, like,
and especially when like wacky shit happens, like he works night shifts and like you can't, go do things because like
talking about that, bro. So so I hit up the
tell the story about this.
Yeah, shit. Okay, so bro, all right, so Walmart called me dead in the morning, like one time, like fucking 7:30 or 8.
Yeah. And
they fucking woke me up from my slumber. And I like rose out from the tomb and I was like, yo. And they're like, you still want that job, my boy?
No way.
And I was like, shit, yeah. He was like, you do know it's a night shift. I was like, and I was like, all right, cool. And he was like, all right, bro, well, you just gotta complete like this one thing. And I was like, it's gonna like be sent to you like in a couple days, and nothing came.
Yeah.
And so like they finally texted me about some fucking bullshit about like orientation.
Yeah.
And I was like, in this message it doesn't tell me the time or the day.
It was just like, yo, you're gonna have orientation.
Yeah. And so I texted the number back and I was like, yo, so what's up with that? They're like, what day or like what time, And I didn't receive any email that you're talking about, like, because they sent like some shit about an email too.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, that wasn't for you, my boy. Like,
no way.
Yeah, no, he was like, that wasn't for you. You got to do like an assessment. You got to call the 1-800 number for like your background check.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, all right, cool. Bro, so I called these bitch ass motherfuckers, right?
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, yo, and they're like, all right, bro, I got you. Until they sent me the email with like the whole like background assessment.
Yeah.
And basically, it was just like an assessment of my whole fucking background. And on page 2, it had like a link to go answer some additional questions about my background check.
Yeah.
And like, court shit going on, right?
Yeah.
And so like, that fucking email didn't work. I mean, yeah, the link in the email didn't fucking work.
Uh-huh.
It worked once, and then it like clicked off for me, and then it stopped working.
What the fuck?
And so I called these motherfuckers again. And they're like,
I need a new email.
Yeah, I was like, send me the link again. They're like, yeah, we got you, bro. And so they sent it, and it didn't work.
What the fuck?
It like, it did the same shit again. Like it logged me in one time, clicked me off, and I was like, nah, you good. And so like I call these motherfuckers again, and I'm like, yo, like, and so what they do is that they have like case numbers, like almost, and so like they'll give you the case number, so you just type it in like before you get on like call with somebody, like through the dial pad, And so, like, I keep fucking dialing these bitch-ass motherfuckers and, like, bro, like, I swear, I called these motherfuckers 6 times. It was 7 today. 7 times today, yeah, bro. I called them 7 times today. But, like, these motherfuckers couldn't help me, bro.
What the fuck?
And so, like, I kept calling back, and they're like, yeah, bro, just reset your password on your email. And I was like, okay. Didn't work. And so I called again, and they're like, try it again, man. And I was like, motherfucker, I did that already, but okay. And it's like, it's not working. It's like, damn, my fault. And so, like, I had called one more time, and this lady, like, picked up, and she was like, let me see what I can do. Have you tried resetting your password? I was like, bitch.
Yes.
I was like, yo, bitch. Like, yes, I have. And so, she was like, here, I'm going to send you an email. Let me know if you get it. And I was like, cool. She was like, is it working? I was like, no. Like, what the fuck? It's the same email that you sent me before. She was like, okay, so can you just send me a picture of the errors that are going on? And I was like, okay. I sent them to her. She was like, all right, I'm going to get back to you in just a second. I'm going to put you on a brief hold.
Yeah.
And I waited like 2 minutes. And she came back. And she was like, Kevin? I was like, hello? She was like,
She's like, are you on your phone, dumbass? No.
No. She was like, so our IT, our IT like fucking department, our IT department was like, all right, well, they're investigating the shit. It's gonna take 24 hours. Call back tomorrow. I called back tomorrow. These motherfuckers weren't open.
What?
Through the weekend.
Yeah,
but it says that they were. It says that they're open from 10 to 1 or from 8 to 1, I think. But they weren't open.
That's the fucking bullshit.
So I was like, bro, what the fuck? I was like, what the fuck's going on? And the weekend went by. They weren't open at all on Sunday. I called today, and they're like, yeah, bro, we'll send you a new email. You're good to go and everything. I opened up the email. They're like, no, bro, we took the offer back. You're not getting the job.
Way.
Because I didn't let anybody at First Advantage, which is that one fucking bitch ass like place that I was calling, know about it, and I didn't let anybody at the Walmart spot know about it, which is some fucking bullshit. Because I texted the dude, I was like, hey, bro, some bullshit's going on with my First Advantage shit, and I was like, I don't know what the fuck's going on, but I don't know why I can't answer this shit. I'm sorry, but I'm like very interested in whatnot. They ended up sending that shit. They're like, nah, bro, we don't want you no more. You didn't answer it in a timely manner. And I was like, bro.
Cruel fucking word.
Yeah, I was like, damn, y'all some bitch ass fools. But like on Friday, after I got off the phone for the fucking 6th time, I was like, what the fuck is going on, man? I was like, what the fuck is going on? I was like, get me with Mr. Walmart himself, like right now.
He said, customer service, give me straight to the bitch.
Give me straight to the bitch, for real. I was like, where the fuck is, I'm gonna call Walmart himself, for real. Like, let him know what the fucking deal is. Like, I know this ain't no day off for you, bro. Let me know. Like, and nah, bro, like, no fucking luck. And today, I like, opened up my computer. That's the fucking email that I read.
Damn.
And you know what the person on First Advantage said? They're like, yeah, you're ready to go. The link is, the link to answer the assessment questions is like ready to go. Yeah, and then I opened it up. I was like, all right, bet. And it was like,
nah, never mind.
Yeah, he was like, we take that shit back, bro.
That's some fucking bullshit.
And I was like, god damn it.
Yeah, we were on the mic when he was doing that shit. And like, by the 5th time,
he was just making me laugh. He was talking about like, he was like, hey, yo, tell them to let you know like what the longitude and latitude is, so that way you can carpet bomb them motherfuckers. I was like, drone strike them whole shit. And bro, I was just like,
he was fucking fed up. He was like, bro, I got something for these motherfuckers.
Bro, I'm telling you, I had to call back time and time, like, bro, not even 3 minutes in between calls.
Yeah.
They're like, bro. It says right here in my notes that you called 3 minutes ago. Yeah, you dumb bitch. like
I'm calling again,
guys. Yeah, like you guys are fucking up.
And like, bro, by like the 5th time, my goal was just to make him laugh. Like,
yeah, not even by the 5th time. Shut your ass up.
No, it was like way before that shit. I think it might have been like the 2nd or 3rd time you called back. Because they would like answer his question, I'd be like, hell no. Like
he lied.
Yeah.
He was talking about like carpet bombing and airstrikes and shit. And I had to like be like, he's like, can you confirm your date of birth? And I'd be like cracking up mid fucking shit. I'd be like, god damn.
That shit was fucking hilarious.
This motherfucker had me fucked up. You and First Advantage and Walmart. Fuck yeah.
I love doing that shit to people when they're like on the phone with somebody and like they're on the mic. I remember I did that shit to Aaron. He was ordering wings, and I was like, bro, I'm gonna send a drone strike to your house. And then you know how they ask for your address or whatever. He said that shit on the mic, and I was like, all right, yep, that shit's on its way. He started dying laughing, and the guy on the phone was like, yo, bro, you good? And he was like, yeah, bro, my bad. Like my friend's making me laugh and shit, but I love doing that shit for real.
That's funny. Man, fuck Walmart, man.
That's some fucking bullshit. There's always some bullshit going on with you and your applications.
I know.
I'm saying, bro.
You're like cursed for that shit.
Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck?
That's fucking
that was
crazy.
Some whole shit, though. They sent him all the links, and he was like, nah, bro, that's not for you. This is the convicted felon link.
I'm saying, right?
Oh, God.
Like, yo. They fucking hoed me.
I mean, they're like,
Damn.
the link for the convicted pellets is right there, buddy. These are for the
They're like,
normal
here's
ones.
on your list,
I
man.
mean,
Yeah, but it wasn't even that. I had the job. It's just that they decided to bullshit my whole thing
I don't understand why.
with
And
the
then
first advantage ship.
I-240, they bullshit, bro. Like, I be telling them, like, oh, these are, like, the people to hire, right? Like, can you please look at the applications, right? And then she always tells me, like, oh, yeah, but I can't promise you I'm going to hire them.
Mhm.
But it's like, bro, you fucking need people. Nobody wants to fucking work here. Like, you get, like, a batch of new hires every, like, 6-7 months.
Yeah.
And, like, none of them last.
Yeah.
Like, I'm giving you, like, 3-4 solid employees that are going to, like, be here and, like, actually want to work.
Yeah.
That's the
Never
thing.
calls
That's
them.
been the experience for like a lot of people in this like COVID times and shit. Like everyone's like, "Oh, we're short staffed," and they are short staffed, and they're like, "Oh, we need people," and then you apply, and they're like, "Nah, not you though."
Yeah, not you. Yeah.
And they're like, "We just gonna stay understaffed."
And then-
bro."
What the fuck?
I don't know
They're
what
like,
their
"No,
selection.
we're understaffed, but I'm not gonna hire you though.
Yeah,
I mean-
and it's like I don't know. I don't understand what their selection process is because like, okay, you two applied, right?
Mhm.
And I told them, and I was like, okay, look, they applied for certain things, certain hours, but they're down for whatever. Just fit them in. Like they
Yeah.
don't care the position it
Yeah.
is. They don't care the hours it is. Fit
You know
them
what
in.
I think? I think it's because I got high socks on and I'm Mexican.
Probably, bro. I think that's probably
I
why.
think so too.
But I was like, you know, fit them in. It doesn't matter where they're at. They just want to get their foot in the door. They just want to work.
Yeah, yeah.
And then no calls.
Yeah, nothing,
But then
bro.
2 weeks later, Luis gets hired.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
He
bro,
got
what
hired
the
immediately,
fuck?
though.
He got
Damn.
fucking hired like this. I was like, when did you put your application? He was like, oh, a week ago. Really?
I know,
Bro,
it'd
I've
be
been waiting
hard.
on that shit since like.
That's what I'm saying. And then like, before when Sunbeam was there, oh damn, dropping names and shit. It don't matter. When Sunbeam was there, I would like tell her, and she would go and she would hire them herself.
Yeah.
Cause like they used to have power to do that shit. And now this big old fat bitch that is my manager now, I tell her and she's like, nah, I can't do that no more. She wouldn't even like humor me. She won't
Damn.
even be like, oh yeah, I'll go tell him, or like I'll go check on it. No.
She's like, fuck off.
Yeah, she'll just be
She'll
like,
swat
oh.
you off.
Yeah,
Yeah.
basically, bro. And it's like, come on, bro.
She's like, quit bugging, bro.
And then they hire these people who like
Aren't
they
worth
show
the
up to
damn
work. Yeah, they show up to work and just fuck off for 3 hours. Like we had this one guy who would like go on lunch, and he would go on lunch for 3 fucking hours, bro. He would come back smelling like straight fucking weed, bro. He would stink up the whole back room like weed.
Fuck.
Damn.
And then he would suck ass at his job.
Damn.
Not only did they not fire him, they transferred him to a different department, bro.
Bruh.
They're like, dog, you're a little too slow. It's all right though. We're just gonna transfer you over here.
I mean, yeah, like
You can
fuck.
smoke your weed in
Fucking
peace.
tripping,
I
bro.
mean, yeah.
But that shit's some bullshit, bro.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. I don't understand. I don't get it. I don't know what's up with that
But
240.
we were working our fucking ass off in the front end
I know.
without any compensation of any kind. I'm telling you, bro. Hey, if y'all want to work at Walmart, do not do front end, bro.
Yeah,
I
no,
promise
that's
you.
a-
If they pay you
shit,
less
man.
and you put up with more shit,
Yeah.
all right, and you think it's gonna be easier, I promise you, it's fucking not.
Especially
You-
at fucking Walmart.
You're probably gonna go on fucking lunch for 15 minutes, gonna cry, and then have to clock right back in. Like,
Yeah.
You know, like, and they be hoeing because as soon as you walk away from the front end, it's like that's when your fucking lunch starts.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
bro, let me get my fucking food and sit
Yeah.
down, and then that's what I used to do. I didn't give a
Yeah.
fuck. I was like, bro, I'm gonna get my fucking food. I remember they used to be like, bro, it's been like 45 minutes, bro. It's been
Where
like
the
40.
fuck you
It's been
at?
like
Yeah.
35 minutes. And I'm like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
they would text a group chat, and I'd be in my car. I'd be like, bro, I just sat down, bro. Like,
Yeah, fuck that. I remember in Target they had a thing like a system in place to like circumvent that almost, so that shit wouldn't happen. And so like everyone had a walkie-talkie,
yeah.
and if you were going on lunch or like a break, you would have to like go like, oh, like this is whoever, I'm going on my break or I'm going on my lunch, and at first I didn't do that shit because like I'm shy. I was like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, and like one of the managers was like, nah, bro, you have to do that. And I was like, all right, sure. And then I started it, and then I noticed that like towards the end of like my lunches, motherfuckers would be like, I forget what they say over the walkie, but it's like, oh, like go forever, like, oh, we're calling you, like, yo, where you at? And I'm like, bitch, I still got like 5 minutes on my lunch. Fuck you,
Yeah.
you know. And so from then on, I stopped doing that shit. I would just silently go to lunch, and then they'd be like, yo, Evan, where you at? And then I'd be like, oh, I'm on my lunch. Just drop it like any fucking time. Like I'd be in the back room. And because I would never turn it off, but I'd like leave it like really quiet, just so I could hear them like call me and be like, "Yeah, I'm on lunch."
Yeah.
That shit was the best feeling ever, bro.
It's because that's how you
Fuck off.
gotta do it, bro. Like,
Yeah.
they started doing that shit where, like, well, your break starts the moment you start walking over to the
Yeah,
break
fuck
room.
that.
And it's like, bro, really? Like, I'm sitting
I'm not
down and I
respecting
gotta
that
get
shit.
back up.
I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm not respecting that
Me
shit. I'm gonna
neither,
take
bro.
a huge fat
Fuck
fucking
that.
dump
Yeah.
on your fucking.
Yeah.
Bro, I don't know. Because, bro, that shit is whack, bro. No one
Yeah.
does that shit.
And they're doing that to us, bro. We had to put up with fucking crackheads, all kinds of motherfuckers,
That
bro.
is true. Y'all had to put
Yeah.
up with a lot of shit.
Like a lot of shit.
Especially in the afternoon shifts. That's when it gets tough.
Oh God, it does.
In the morning
bro,
shows,
it was
it's the
dead,
first of the
especially in
month.
the front.
the first of the
First, it was it's like the first, the
Bro.
fifth, and the 10th.
then
Everyone
holidays-
gets food stamps and shit.
Yeah, holidays.
It's actually not as bad now. It's not as bad now.
You just don't go to the front, bro.
Yeah.
No. I do. It's just not as bad.
I just
'Cause
don't think people
do
are
remember-
shopping there anymore.
Probably, yeah. But I know, like, the 1st, the 5th, and the 10th, like, used to get fucking horrible at SFS and OGP. And that's how I knew it was, like, food stamp day. And then, like, you would see all these people with these fucking fat-ass baskets of food. Shit that they're probably not even gonna fucking eat.
Yeah.
But it actually doesn't get as bad now.
That's what motherfuckers would stay doing that shit, bro. For real.
I know, like fill like
yeah.
2 or 3 baskets of
Yeah,
food.
and then
Oh, that shit
and
piss
then they
me
had to
off.
take shit off.
Yeah.
I would hate that
Oh,
shit,
my
bro.
God.
I would fucking hate that shit.
Like, that shit would piss me off the most, because especially on food stamps day, because you would get like 5 people doing that shit, and it's like, bro, count your fucking shit. Like, you
Yeah.
know what you have, and like,
How much
the
money
prices are right fucking
Yeah,
there.
like, come
and
on,
it's
bro. Like,
it's one thing to be like, oh, like, I'm on a budget and like, taxes, and that's like, I get it,
But,
It's
like, you can
fucking
estimate-
food stamps.
yeah, you can
No,
estimate
no,
that shit.
it's food stamps. It's not taxes.
oh, yeah.
So when you pay
yeah.
with food stamps, the taxes don't apply because it's the government paying for it. So they're like, why the fuck am I gonna pay myself again?
Yeah, yeah.
So literally, if you pay with food stamps, it's the price on the fucking sticker. Like, how hard is it to get a calculator or
Yeah,
some
exactly.
shit? And just like try to keep track at the very fucking least. But nope,
I would
you
hate
get
that.
people with like 2 fucking baskets full, and then you'd get to the end and they'd be like, oh hell no, that's way too much.
Yeah.
And then they'd like take off half a fucking basket, and you have nowhere to fucking put it.
And then like the motherfuckers on the front end, like the whole fucking front end, like all those returns stacked.
Yeah,
you have nowhere to
and
put
you
that
would have
yourself.
to keep fucking sacking them because people kept dropping.
And
shit
I was
off.
just like, bro, oh my
God.
fucking
And
then-
people would
god.
do that shit a lot with like frozen shit too. I'm like,
Yeah.
bitch, this melts. Like,
Yeah.
fuck you.
Or like it goes bad. It's milk. It's
Yeah.
fucking dairy. It's like, bro, what the fuck
And then
are you
would
doing?
you would always have Brandon's big fat ass talking about some everybody who's not on lunch, yada yada yada. Everybody who's not OGP, come to the front and get a fucking basket. Do these fucking returns, like, bro. Oh my god, because everybody just returns shit and like they just
Yeah.
let it stack there for days.
But it's
And
because like, oh no, yeah, for days.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they just
for
well,
days.
obviously the food stuff, no, but like everything else, they just let it stack for days.
Yeah.
And then they
Yeah.
always like pull like when it gets like to the point of like
No
to the
return.
breaking point,
Yeah.
they just call everybody up and they're like, "Oh, everybody come grab a fucking cart."
Yeah.
No, bro, you know what they fucking did to me one
What?
time? Before I was leaving, they were like, "Oh, go to the front and do a basket." And I was like, "I'm fucking leaving. It's 10."
Yeah.
And they were like, "You can't leave until you do a basket." I was like, "No fucking way." They didn't let me clock out until I did a fucking
I'd
basket.
be damned.
Bro.
I would have clocked out.
I would have
Fuck
clocked the
that.
fuck out,
Bro,
You got me
yeah,
fucked
you-
up.
I did the
Yeah.
basket, but I held them because I like just grab stuff and like put it in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean that's
Yeah,
what
just-
that's what half the motherfuckers
Yeah.
do, bro.
Anyways, yeah.
I mean, like, bro, man.
Don't get it twisted. I love doing returns now. Like that's my favorite thing to do because I just waste time.
No,
Yeah,
they would do
but-
that shit to me at Target, but Target was a different fucking shit because they had me running like 2-3 departments, and they were like, "Yeah, get this freight done today," and I'd be like, "All right, cool. Like, lead me to my shit. Don't tell me nothing," and I might get like 75% done. I was like, look, like, if you tell me to do some other shit, it's not gonna get done.
Yeah.
Like, it might get done today, and that's like if I'm on like the best day I'm ever having in my life, And they'd be like, "Oh, okay, for sure," and then like halfway through my shift. So they're in the front, they would get returns, but the people in the front wouldn't return the things. They would be like, "Hey, this department, that department, like your basket's full, come get it." And so in the departments I was in, it was like A block and B block or some shit, and it was like the aisles, but it was like beauty, health, and then I was in chemicals and pets. And so sometimes they'd be like, A and B block, like your shit is full, and they'd be like, "Yo, Everett, can you go get that shit?" And I'd be sitting there on the fucking walkie like, "Me voy a hacer pendejo." I'm gonna be like, I did not hear that shit. And then I would like let it out. I'd like, "Y'all hear that shit?"
Yeah, I mean-
and then they'd be like, "Going for Everett, hey, can you get that fucking basket?" And I'd be like, Yeah, on my way. And then they'd like get onto me like 10 minutes before I'm clocking out, like, yo, why isn't your fucking freight done? I was like, bitch, you made me do a fucking basket. And I already told you, like, that's just too much.
Yeah.
And so they'd be like, well, can you say to do it? And I'll be like, no. I was like, you're tripping. I'm out of here.
Yeah.
Or sometimes even worse, I'd be like, oh, yeah, for sure. I'd just say 5 minutes and clock out.
Yeah.
Because fuck
Bro,
that,
it's because
dude.
they be thinking
be
that you're
hauling.
gonna do like, bro. Oh my god, that shit just reminded me when you guys were there. I don't know if you guys remember, like they would always want you to do your job and then everybody else's fucking
Yeah,
job.
but especially if you're like a good like
fucking
Yes.
and that's what I hated, bro.
anything on
Because
your job.
if you were an ass employee, they just didn't. They
Yeah.
wouldn't rest their
Yeah.
shoulder on you. Like they wouldn't give a fuck about what you did. They were like, "You fucking suck ass." That's the end of it. They
Yeah.
wouldn't even hold them to their fucking jobs. They're just like, "You just suck ass. I'm gonna let you do whatever the fuck
Yeah.
you want." But motherfuckers like me and Ever in the front end, everything, bro. We had to put up fucking displays. We had to fucking put returns. We had to do like everything, bro. Fucking everything. I'm telling you, we'd be dead fucking. It got to a point, like, at first I was like, all right, well, I'm just going to try and, like, you know, but, bro, you cannot keep, like, a customer service, like a good customer service, like, going. You just have to do, like, some fucking, like, autopilot type shit.
Yeah.
Or,
No,
like,
like
some, like, repeat.
Yeah,
like,
no, and
repeat
it's like, at first I was, like, grateful for that shit because, you know, being on the fucking register all day is boring as hell. And so it'd be, like, a switch up to whatever the fuck you're doing.
Yeah.
And I really liked, like, doing displays and shit.
Yeah.
Because it's, like, I'm low-key fucking off.
Yeah,
and like
low-key.
I'm just like pretending I'm doing this shit, or I'm like doing it kind of slow, like with the displays, or like fixing the shit. But then you would get like stock to put up, like either on the front, or they put us in charge of like candy too.
Yeah.
And they're like, hey, I need you to work like these 3 fucking pallets of candy, and I'd be like, oh, okay, and we'd be working it, and it's like 8-hour shift, like we got it, like me and some other person, maybe 3.
Yeah.
But then 5 times throughout the fucking shift, they're like, hey, we need you up at the front to fucking work these lines, like at the fucking register.
Bro.
And it's like, how the fuck do you want me to get this shit done if you're calling me up every other fucking second?
It got to a point where I just didn't give a fuck. Like, if we got this shit done, I just... My
I
shit
would
was
do
just
that
strictly
shit.
through my shift. It was like 5 to fucking 10 or whatever the fuck it was.
Yeah, and it's like, and they'd be like, yo, bro, did you finish the shit? Nah, bro. I was up here helping them.
Yeah. I mean,
they're like, what the fuck? And I was like, that's you, bro. Like, shit, that's your leadership.
Yeah, you're fucking
I
up.
remember
like, congratulations.
there was like a fat like amount of time in between when you left and when Kevin left and Ever left.
Yeah.
Where they would tell me like, this was when I was still in SFS, like the packing department. They would tell me like, oh yeah, pack all this shit and then go help them at OGP. So, and then I'd be like, okay, well, do you want me to pack all this shit or go help them? Because the OGP shit is time sensitive. I can't just like fuck off for 30 minutes and then go help them and then think that they're going to be okay. So they were like, okay, well, go help them, right? And then I would go and I would help them, and then it would turn out that I'd have to be there for like damn near my whole shift. And then right at the end, it would be like, oh yeah, did you get all that stuff packed? And I'm like, no,
bitch,
I didn't get that shit
dumbass,
packed. I was over here the whole fucking time. Like, and then
¿Cómo me caían los pinches huevos eso, bro? Like,
yeah, bro.
I fucking
there was a
hated
fat
that.
minute where we didn't have a manager on because we were like sister departments apparently, but they were like connected or whatever, and we didn't have a manager. And then this Mexican lady came. She was the biggest fucking player hater ever. Remember Eddie Brock when I was like, oh yeah, Eddie Brock's the biggest player hater? This bitch was the biggest player hater ever.
Really?
Bro. So when she first got there, I already knew she was gonna be a problem. Cause like, I'm gonna be honest with you, a Mexican's biggest hater is a Mexican that is higher up than you are. They're the fucking biggest bitches to you, especially if they see that you're a hard worker or whatever. Biggest assholes. So I was like, this shit's gonna be a fucking problem. And this was at the time when I was still, like, my main department was SFS. And what ended up happening was she pulled both of us one time to go help OGP. And then I stopped going because I was like, my department's SFS. Like, I have to take care of this shit. The OGP shit comes later. Like, that comes second. But Matthew, which was my partner, we got hired, like, damn near together. He's white. But, like...
Irrelevant detail?
No, it's relevant. It's relevant for this. It's relevant for this. She would tell Matthew, just Matthew, hey, go help OGP, and Gustavo will take care of the SFS. But here's the thing. The SFS has like 200 plus orders to pack.
Fuck.
And she would want me to pack them by myself, and she would want me to finish that shit before the time I left. She would want me to finish it, take it, put it on the truck, and clean up back there. That's like an 8-hour shift job for 3 people. And she wanted me to finish that shit all by myself. And I kept telling him, I was like, I'm not gonna be able to get this shit done. Somehow, by God's grace, I was able to pack everything like 100% of the time.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be able to get it on the truck, but the night shift would do that for me.
Yeah.
And then obviously they would clean up or whatever. But there would be times where I was like overwhelmed.
Uh-huh.
And I'd be like, bro, I might not get this shit done, you know? And we would have, I knew some of the guys from OGP, and they would be like, yo, can we go help him because he's like overwhelmed over there. And she would be like, I remember Ivan told me that one time he went to try to go help me, and she told him no because he's just over there fucking around. If he doesn't get it done, I'ma fire him. Not knowing that I was over there busting my ass.
Yeah.
So she was trying to play it off like I was like just fucking off, doing whatever, and not actually doing my job. And then that's when I realized, I was like, she doesn't fucking like me. Like she's doing this shit on purpose. Like she's not sending me help on purpose, and she's trying to drown me in this work on purpose to like fire me. Like this was her goal, to fire me.
Uh-huh.
And she almost got away with it. And then I'm not gonna lie, bro, I snitched. I snitched.
Yeah.
I went to go tell April. I was like, hey, look, I don't know what the fuck is going on. I don't know what her problem is, but she's not sending me help. She wants me to do all this shit. This is like a 3-person job. And even then you're struggling with 3 people, you know? Like you're supposed to have all 4 stations going at all time when you have that much shit to pack.
Yeah.
But I'm doing it by myself. And I was like, somehow I'm getting all this shit done. But it's like, she's still holding me to not getting it done. And so she's like trying to get me fired.
Yeah.
And then she was like, okay, I'm going to like talk to her or whatever.
Like,
and she ended up having to quit. Because like she was like, oh, you're harassing my fucking employee. Like, that shit ain't right. So she fucking quit. So she didn't last there more than like a month. But, bro, biggest fucking player. I still hate that bitch to this day,
Hell
bro.
yeah.
Like,
Can
that
we
shit
get a
was
first
fucking
name?
foul.
No.
I think her name was Monica something. But her name was
Why
Monica.
that's the first name, buddy?
Yeah. Monica,
Give me
if you're
just
out
an
there,
initial. Was good.
Monica, if you're out there, fuck you. Seriously, fuck you for real.
I mean, if y'all know who we talking about, send it to
Yeah.
me.
Send through.
You're pussy for quitting, honestly. Like, if you got overwhelmed. So the reason apparently she quit was because she got overwhelmed by the workload or whatever.
Yeah.
So just want to let you know you're pussy. And
Oh, baby.
for real.
Straight
Fuck
up,
you.
boy.
Oh, but yeah, that's just like manager, like culture. Basically, they try to like push you to your fucking limits because you know, like
Yeah.
they need to like do the fucking times
That's
and
how,
shit and like up to whatever. But
That's how Brandon was.
Fuck
With me.
that.
I fucking hated Brandon for that shit because
Yeah.
I worked like in optimal like conditions
yeah,
with like listening to music
Oh,
because then
yeah.
I didn't have to like socialize or nothing because like it's just like, oh, what's up, okay, cool, like
I'm doing my shit, yeah.
and then he'd always come around or like tell people to come and be like, yo, you can't listen to music, and I'd be like, shut the fuck up, I'm good, bro, like I'm not about to listen to you. And then he'd be like, he'd come to me personally and be like, yo, stop that shit, bro. And I'd be like, all right. And then I take it out for a little bit and I put it into the other ear, like, so you know,
so you're gonna see it.
yeah, so you're gonna see
Yeah.
it. But like, bro, he always had a problem with that shit with me, and I'd be like, I don't give a fuck. Like,
Oh,
do you want the
God.
job done, or do you want me to fucking like slack
Yeah.
the fuck off? Like,
Yeah.
which is it gonna be? You know?
I've always thought about that because we've had a couple manager changes. So I'm
Yeah.
always like, fuck, like if they bother me about this shit, I'm just going to go like request an accommodation. You know, because you can do that shit. You can just be
Yeah.
like, oh, I have to listen to music because, well, for me, I listen to it because I have ADHD. Like, it helps me concentrate on like the shit I'm doing around. Because
Yeah.
if I don't have my earbud in, like listening to something, I'm gonna listen to what everybody else is doing around me, and it's gonna distract me even more.
Yeah.
So for me, it's like I'm listening to what I'm listening in my ear and doing my job. You know, so
Yeah.
those are the only 2 things I'm focusing on. Because if I have to focus on doing my job and then somebody walks beside me or somebody's talking to somebody else next to me, like it's gonna distract me, and I'm gonna do it slower. So I always like that's always my thing. Like if someone starts to bother me about that shit, I'm just gonna request an accommodation for
Hell
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
I just didn't give a fuck.
yeah, I
like,
know.
I
We know
can't
you
do
did
that
it
shit,
for
bro.
real.
The
I just
fucking
didn't
music,
care.
like I'm fucking stupid. I can do like 2 things at once. Like I can, but if it's like 2 things that require like any sort of mental ability, I can't do them at the same time.
Yeah.
It's like Ali likes to like do homework while she watches the show, and I like physically cannot be in the same fucking room when she's doing that shit, and I'm trying to do my homework because I can't do one or the
Yeah,
other.
yeah.
Like either I'm not watching the show or I'm not doing the homework.
Yeah.
And a lot of times the homework is fucking boring, so I'm watching the
I'm
show.
watching the show. Yeah.
You know, and so like the only times I can do that is if I'm doing something like handiwork or like something where like I can just do it without thinking.
Yeah.
You know, where it's
Makes
like I don't
sense.
have to like come up with something or like think in any sort of way. I'm just doing. You know, so like
For
if
me,
I got
like
like a labor intensive work, like the one I'm at, I'm always listening to music or a podcast. So it's like I don't have to think about it. I'm just like doing it. You know, like I'm
makes
moving
sense.
the shit and I'm moving it here, doing this. But it's like being a cashier, like I could not do that shit because I'm having to think like where the fuck is these barcodes, what fucking codes I need to put in, what's your total type shit. So I'm like,
for me
fuck
that it was like I can't socialize and talk to you. Like, please do not talk to me. Like, I'm gonna just say what's up. That's it. Like, and then I'm gonna just physically like show you that I'm not like don't talk to me. Like, you feel me? Because a lot of times, like if you show them that you can talk to them, like more than half the time they're gonna like want to start talking and talking it up. So I'd have to like shut off like that shit. And I mean, for me, I'm always listening to everything. Always. Like it's either listening to music or like at the podcast. And like at Walmart I always had to like keep my hand right here. Like my phone was in my pocket and I always had to like turn it down or turn it up. Like if somebody would talk to me, I'd be like, oh wait, what? And then I turn it down. It gave me a second to like turn that shit down. And then I'd be like, oh, okay, word. And I turn it back up. And then I hated motherfuckers that made me do that shit repeatedly.
I know.
And like a sequence.
Because they like talk to you and then they stop and then they start and then they stop.
Yeah, and I'm like, bro.
Yeah, like, are you talking to me or not, bitch?
It got to the point where like you just learn to like ignore motherfuckers. For real. It's like I don't even know what you just said, bro. So I'm not even gonna respond to that motherfucker.
God.
And this motherfucker had a good way of doing shit.
No, it's because I'm fucking deaf. Like I'm literally hard of hearing. Like at times, and so like, if you're far from me,
you'd say
and
the
like you
complete
tell me
opposite,
something
though.
or you like whisper at me, like I can't fucking hear you.
Yeah, but you'd say the complete opposite. You're like, I'm hearing you. Like, this is what you'd always say.
Like, and the thing is, like, this would happen to me with like customer interactions or like employee interactions. I'm doing my shit on the register, and like the customer will tell me something, and they'd be like, "Huh," you know, like they would say something like, "Oh, you fucking weather we're having, right?" But it's always like some bullshit banter, and like I can hear the tone, and I'm like, I know they're telling me bullshit banter. I did not process what the fuck they just said. Like, all I heard was, you know? And I'm like, I'm hearing you.
Always.
I know.
The exact opposite of hearing. Like, he was not hearing a damn thing.
Like, I had to come up with, like, these shitty quips that, like, fit everywhere so I can just be like, oh, yeah, for sure. Like, I believe you.
I believe you.
That's exactly what this motherfucker would be on the register.
And the thing is, like, this would work, like, I'd say like 70 to 80% of the time, because there would be times when like they would actually tell me something of like relevance or like ask me something, and here goes my dumb ass like, oh, I ain't hearing you. And they'd be they give me a look and they're like, oh, he's not listening to me. And they do this shit. And I'm like, oh, well, I can't fucking hear.
It's like, don't be interrupting, mom. Like, I don't go to your accounting job and be like, hey, motherfucker, you counting up numbers?
It's not even that. Like I can handle them talking to me, but it's like they'll be like the whole belt away, and they'll just like say it. It's like, bitch, I need you to speak up. You know, it's like they're talking into the cart, and I'm like, yeah, I fucking heard that. Like, no, bitch, talk to me, or like get close. Like,
and then say like, wait to say that shit.
Yeah, or like wait to like make contact with me. Like, I'm gonna talk to you, and then say. I had a
lot of weird shit like go on like with my shit. So I remember one time, I don't know why I just like remembered about this shit, but like one time I was just happened to be one of those slower days, so I wasn't really like on my shit like super quick. But I just wanted to get the customers out so that way I could go bullshit somewhere else like per usual, because they implement that in you. They're like, bro, like it's like you're getting fucking drowned in work in the front end. It's like, bro, I'm just gonna finish up my shit, turn off my light, put it up, and then go somewhere else. Like right fucking now, as soon as I can. Like leave the rest of the work for somebody else. But one time this one dude came through with his daughter, and they're pretty cool. They was alright. And this motherfucker was like, my daughter said she really likes your hair. And I was like, oh, thank you, I appreciate that. And then he started talking about like, he started saying some shit like, she's like, yeah, she'd say something else, but it's not really appropriate. She's younger. And I was like, motherfucker.
Shit he told me about this.
I was like, what are you talking about, bro? And so he like kept
what do you mean by that?
And so he kept like hinting and like.
He was trying to egg you on to like ask what it was.
Nah, well, kind of, but I'm talking about like he kept trying to like like try and say what his daughter was trying to say about me, but like without being weird.
Yeah.
But he was being more weird by doing it, and so I was like, oh, all right, bro. And so
And then
and so by the end of the shit, he was just like, oh yeah, my daughter thinks you're cute, and I was like, bro, your daughter's like 8 years old, bro. Like, what are you talking about, bro? It's like,
no
you're condoning this shit, like what the fuck? And you gotta tell me, like, it's one thing for her to like tell you, but like you gotta tell me now, like, what the fuck is wrong with you, bro? You grown ass man.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck is wrong?
He
with
was
you?
right. That shit was inappropriate. He should have kept that shit to himself.
Exactly.
God.
Like, I'm saying, and so I had a lot of weird experiences like that on the fucking register that really made me like hate that shit kind of, because like it would be like women. I remember like this one black lady came through, and she was just like, oh, you're like such a sweetheart, and like, and he's like, man, I love your curls. He's like, oh, you have a piercing? And I was like, yeah, lady, I'm trying to get my shit done. Like, what the fuck? And she was like this older like lady, right? And she was like, man, I'm single. Okay, like, okay, buddy.
Yeah.
She was like, yeah, I'm looking for somebody. I'm like, well, all right, like,
congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations. Like, you know.
Yeah, bro.
There's just a lot of experiences like that. It's either that or like I had experiences where like motherfuckers was just straight racist or rude, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, straight
We've
up.
been over this.
Yeah.
The racist experiences at one way.
Yeah.
Come on now. Him for looking on the brown side.
Yeah.
Me for fucking
Looking white.
accidentally being white, apparently.
Yeah. I never get.
Well, it's because you don't get social interactions like that.
Probably not. Yeah.
You don't.
No, yeah, it's because my job's in the back. So like,
Yeah.
what I do get a lot of is
You don't get clicks.
I mean, what I do get a lot of is like dumbass customers. Like,
Yeah.
people will see me walking around and they'll ask me shit. And they'll be like right fucking next to him, and I'm like, bro, just fucking look.
Yo,
like,
where the
look
fuck
over
is the
there.
baby section?
Yeah.
Motherfucker, you're in the baby section.
Some
My
fucking
brother in
lady.
Christ, you are in the baby section.
Some fucking lady. I was in the chemicals, and she was like, "Where's the food section at?" And I was like, "You fucking idiot."
Are you
There's
fucking serious?
there's a
Like half
whole-
the store.
Yeah, I'm saying, right?
I was like, "Bro,
What
just
food are you
it's
talking about,
literally
you know?
right there, bro." Like, and then
Yeah,
I get a
oh
lot
God.
of fucking dumbass people that will walk around and they'll like stare at me and be like, "Do you work here?" And I'm like,
No, I'm just wearing this fucking vest.
I'm like, no, bro, no fucking shit. I work here, bro.
Yeah.
Why are you asking me this shit? Like,
Or like even worse, what I hated is when I had the vest off and hanging off the
Yeah.
shoulder, and they'd be like, "Hey, you work here?" Like,
bitch,
Fuck
I'm
off.
on my lunch.
Yeah,
I'm on my lunch.
lunch.
And then like the
not
way
at
that,
the moment.
and like how we were talking about earlier, that they had like no fucking sympathy for you, like
Yeah.
on your fucking lunch breaks. I'm not about to
yeah.
waste my minutes.
Exactly.
On your
Talking to
stupid ass.
you.
Yeah,
God
fuck no.
damn.
They'd be like, "You're working here?" Like, I'm on my lunch. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'd always be like, "Nah." I'm like,
My response to that would always be like, yeah, but I'm on my lunch. Like, I can answer your question, but I'm not gonna help you.
Yeah.
And I would always tell them that shit like consistently, and they'd be like, "Oh, where's this?" I'm like, "Oh, it's somewhere over there. Go fuck off."
Yeah.
But and they'd be like, "You know, you can get me someone." I'm like, "Bitch, I'm on my lunch. Like,
Yeah.
chill out."
Yeah.
Nah, for me, I'd always bullshit them. I'd be like, "Yeah, for sure." And
Yeah,
I'd walk
yeah.
off.
Go to
Yeah.
the back.
And then like,
just come back
Yeah.
out. I don't got it. Yeah.
yeah, go in the back 90 for 5 seconds.
I
and be
actually
like, yeah.
did that shit a lot when I was in high school. I don't do that shit now. Like, I actually go look for somebody because a lot of these customers will think like you got it out for them. Like,
Yeah.
what I've seen is like they start to catch on, so they'll ask you where something's at, and you'll tell them, "Oh yeah, it's down there." But then they'll be like, "Oh, take me."
Yeah.
So I'm like, "Oh my god, like, bro, just go look for it yourself." But they'll think like you're lying to them.
Yeah.
So they'll tell you like, like show me where it's at. Like,
If
take me to
somebody
where
told
it's
me that
at.
shit, I'd be like, I got other shit to do later.
Yeah,
fuck
like,
off.
fuck,
Yeah.
bro.
And like, I actually had an instance of that. And I was like, oh yeah, for sure. Hold on though, I gotta do something real quick.
Yeah.
Fuck off. Like,
Oh, God.
I was like, what motherfuckers would always do is like, hey, do you have this in stock? And it's not there.
Yeah.
It's like, can you go check in the back? Motherfucker,
No.
ask me.
yeah.
Like, don't ask me no bullshit like that.
I'm not
And it'd be in the
checking the
electronics too, and I'd just be walking by.
I know. I hated that
Yeah,
shit.
Like,
bro.
you're not even in the department. Like, you can see the motherfuckers are in the department.
Yeah.
And they're like, just chilling
It's
there.
like, bitch, I'm literally just passing through, and
Yeah.
you're gonna ask me, God.
Yeah.
Of all fucking people, like,
Yeah.
and what I hate is,
I
like,
hated that shit at Walmart because there was like no good way of knowing. Because like
Yeah.
the back, the shit in the back, it would be like in bulk in boxes, so you couldn't even see into it. And apart from that, like nothing was ever cataloged right. So even if you like managed to get your fucking hands on the handhelds that they have there, like you would scan it and it'd be like, oh yeah, for sure, and you wouldn't fucking know where or like nothing, you know. But bro, at Target, they had this shit down to like a fucking science. And like they had like cubbies in the back, and if you had extra shit, you like had to go and like scan it into each cubby. And so like I would help a lot of people that would ask me that shit, because it'd be easy. Like I'd be like, oh, let me check. Boop. Nope, we fucking don't. Dumbass. And they'd be like, oh, no, go check. I'm like, oh, for sure. And like my fucking handheld is telling me I don't have shit back there, but I'll go check for you.
Go back there, Nene.
Yeah, no, but and then sometimes we would have another. Oh yeah, for sure, let me go. And then like, but you know, like I always liked helping people, especially because my fucking manager would always be on my ass about the fucking freight, knowing damn well I'm one dude for 2 separate fucking departments. I get freight every day, and she'd be like, "Finish this shit." I was like, I'm not gonna finish this either way. So people would come up to ask me, and I'd be like, oh yes, I am here to fucking serve you. And I'd fuck off to the ends of the earth before doing my fucking job.
That's what's up.
And then I'd come back and she'd be like, why isn't this shit finished? I'm like, a lot of customers came through. They didn't know where shit was. I had to provide the best customer experience, man.
And then what are they gonna tell you? I remember at Walmart,
like, well, stop helping. Like, no, that man.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I remember at Walmart, they had to anchor me back into the fucking like front end. Like they had to be like, Kevin, we need you at the front. Yeah, we need you at the front end. And then I'd ignore it like once or twice. But once it was like they needed me, because a lot of times they had motherfuckers like, I know they would just be chilling,
and they would have people up there just fucking
around. And so like it got to a point where I was just like, I'm just gonna ignore this shit. Yeah. But if I heard it called like 3 times,
that's it. You know,
I was like, all right, like I'm gonna go see what's up. Sometimes I just like go and like walk by just to see if like, you know, like they really needed my help.
Just to tease them.
Yeah.
Just to like walk by through the clothes and like peep through.
Yeah, just to see if they really needed me, or if they're just like, oh, we could use the extra help. It's like, no, motherfucker. You just got some lazy motherfuckers on the register.
Yeah.
And you know, I hated motherfuckers. The best feeling on the register was leaving the lazy fucking bitch ass like dudes
to do all the work
that needed to, and they'd be like, oh, I want to go fuck off. It's like, no, motherfucker.
No, now you always do that shit. Yeah. Because these are the motherfuckers that like it's busy and like everyone's on the register, and then it barely starts to die down a little bit. Like it'll wane just a tiny bit,
and then they'll
get a break between customers. You'll never see them again. And
I fucking hated that shit.
Leave and then like lunch for 3 hours, and then they come back and it's like, fuck you, bitch.
Yeah,
like I just dealt with this whole fucking
thing.
Yeah, by myself.
And like they didn't even do shit about it, bro. If anything, they rewarded it, lazy ass fucks. And I hated that shit, bro. And I remember they wanted like to put me onto this lazy lifestyle. I was like, I'm not you, bro.
Proud of this shit, bro?
Yeah, like you proud to do this shit? I'm not you, motherfucker. Like get the fuck out of here. And like
I had to leave that.
That was the best feeling though. Like leaving them lazy fucks on there.
Yeah.
Like, because they're so eager to like get the fuck off of it. It's like, oh well, my shit just died down. I'm fucking off.
I know, and I love doing that shit, especially because like I was tight with some of the managers. So if I knew they were working, I'd be like, damn, like flick my light. Hey, I need my lunch. And I saw one of them is like fucking off, and they'd get them and be like, hey, go give him his lunch. And I'd take my sweet ass time.
Yeah,
like, you're staying on that fucking register.
Yeah, you're gonna kiss my fucking ass, buddy, for real. Cause I fucking hated seeing that shit. Or the motherfuckers that would like be slow as shit.
Yeah.
And then so like the other customers would go to like the faster lines. Yeah, I fucking hated that shit. Or like, you know what I would do? Is that I loved another feeling that I loved on registers is when a lazy motherfucker that was going slow wanted you to like to take the line, and I just turn off the light and fuck off, and just go fuck off, and they look at you like, what the fuck, what the fuck, why aren't you helping me? I'll be like, nope, get the fuck on there, you deal with those carts, just like I have, bro.
I think
eat a dick.
I think in the front end is the only time or the only place where that shit happens, because like in any other position, like, well, maybe stalking, but like back there in the back room, that shit does not fly. Like we had this one girl who was like pregnant, and like she was barely starting the pregnancy, and so like she could like work good and shit, but she would like take 3-hour lunches or like 15-minute pisses just to like go do something or whatever.
Yeah.
And they started to catch on, fired her ass
Hell yeah.
off the
Well,
bat.
yeah,
Fired
that's the
her
way it
ass.
should be. I wish,
And it's
I wish
'cause-
it was like that on the front end.
And it's because she
No,
wasn't the
they
only
don't.
pregnant girl there. Like on a lot of the weekends when I would work, there was another pregnant girl who was way farther along, and she would work. Like she would actually like work and
That's
try
what's
to
up.
Hell
work.
yeah.
This was
But like they would look at her and be like, okay, she's working and she's
And
way
then-
further along, and she
Like,
doesn't.
barely
You can't
fucking
even
started.
tell that she's pregnant, and she doesn't want to do anything.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
they're
she's
like,
just
fuck
using it
off.
as an excuse.
Yeah. Just using
Bro.
Well, I think this should end our fucking retail
rant.
rants.
Yeah, fucking.
it. You should probably like black out there. I don't think I'll get in trouble, right? Because I was
No,
lucky talking
that's
that fucking shit for real.
Yeah,
And I
fuck
said the store, the location of the store.
Fuck it. No
Fuck it.
balls.
I mean, fuck it.
No balls, get fired. Yeah, black that shit out.
Get fired, bro.
Get
Fuck it.
No, we're going up to 15 in the summer. I don't want to get fired.
Everywhere else is like at 15 already, bozo.
No way.
Yeah.
Where?
Target,
I'm not going. You
Amazon.
remember what they did to me at Target?
What they do to you?
They just didn't call me.
Yeah, I had to put them on too. And
Yeah,
they're
he
like,
did. And they were just like, nah, fuck
Welcome
off.
to
We
the
already
club,
got
buddy.
one too many Mexicans over here.
Yeah,
I
welcome to the
was a
club,
Mexican.
buddy.
Yeah.
I was a diversity hire in
Yeah.
fucking Target, dude.
They saw
I
me and they were
literally
like,
felt that shit.
yeah, they saw me and they were like, he's too brown, can't hire him. For
Yeah, I'm
They're
good.
like, we already got one Mexican over here.
Yeah.
We can't have more than
We
one
can't have more
bean,
than one.
goddamn it.
We can't have more than one beanstalk over here.
Mhm.
And so yeah,
Yeah, literally in Target, it was just like me and then the cleaning dude and like his family, I think, because they had like a cleaning business and they would
Yeah.
hire them. So I would see them in the mornings and that was it. No other Hispanic motherfuckers in sight. And then I had a fucking manager swear that she was like 1/4 part Mexican. And I was like,
No,
shut up,
hell
bitch.
no.
No, you're not. Like,
Don't
fuck
try
outta
and
here.
pity me. Like,
yeah, like,
get the fuck.
I'm good, bro.
You're making it worse. You
I
know?
think I think they do have more diversity there now.
That's
Sometimes
Target?
sometimes I go
Because I quit, bro.
Yeah, probably.
I mean,
Open the slot.
yeah.
Actually, you know what? You're fucking right. There's only like one Mexican girl that I see.
I'm
there.
telling you.
That shit
Yeah.
is racist.
Or fucking racist. to the
Racism at
fullest.
Target. That's the title of this episode.
Nah, it's a retail rant.
Retail
Retail
rants.
Retail rant.
Something like that.
I mean,
That sounds like
Alright,
Fortnite.
but, oh god, like a place of
Yeah.
Fortnite.
Yeah.
But shit, yeah,
Yes,
go ahead and
sir.
wrap it up. Go ahead.
Thank y'all for tuning in. This is another episode of Scouts and Rap.
This is episode 15. This is a milestone. We're gonna fucking party. All right.
How is 15 a milestone? Oh, it's our 15? No
It's our
way.
15.
Title
Yeah,
of the
bro.
episode X5 or XV, whatever.
Yeah, XB. Yeah. So if you want to congratulate us for our 15th, send them
15th.
gifts. You feel me?
Them
Yeah,
dudes.
so
let's
we
get a
should have
dancing and shit.
vals a la verga.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Let's get a dancing and shit. Come on.
Fuck. But yeah, so thank y'all for tuning in. You know,
I
follow us
appreciate
on
you.
Instagram.
The
so
whole fucking spiel. And
somebody
hopefully
can
this one-
actually ask questions.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was
for
just
real.
about to say.
Sorry.
Go if you want to see the video version of this shit, YouTube.
We're on YouTube.
I mean-
We're also on Spotify, SoundCloud, Apple Podcasts.
And then our
Everywhere.
media is Instagram, Twitter. We have a TikTok that rarely gets posted on.
Hopefully, we're gonna start uploading more clips soon. So stay tuned
Yeah,
for that shit.
real, bro.
This is the first episode I didn't finish my water.
Good shit.
Anyways, also if you want to, if you have any input at all of what you want to see me dressed up as, let me know. I'll be down
Yeah.
to drop $1 just
Hell
to
yeah.
Satisfy the culture.
Yes, sir. And if you got any topics, shit, drop them down below. Anywhere you can find
yeah,
it.
for real. Or just a comment. You feel me?
Yeah, let us
Nobody
know.
answered the fucking homework we left for y'all. What the fuck is that about?
Yeah.
My God.
We know you're listening to this shit.
And
Just
you
answer the
Someone's
fucking
out there
question.
listening.
yeah,
to this.
somebody listen through the whole shit. Come on, man.
Give Kevin a new fit and tell us a little bit about
I
yourself.
mean,
We
please,
just wanna
bro.
know you. Get in
I mean,
touch.
man, come on. We love you.
Shit.
All right. Gustavo doesn't. He's very podcast phobic.
Podcast topic.
Nah, but
But
for
yeah,
real.
so
Yeah, I mean, take
Say
care of your
the
health
line,
and your
boy.
wealth. You feel me? Take care of your health and your motherfucking wealth.
yes, sir.
Much love out here. Y'all stay safe. Take care. We want to see y'all in the next episode. And we officially got to wrap this hoe up. Therapy is over, bitch.
All right, see.